Hey, what's up, everybody? It's a new year, so that means we need to be talking about the top stocks to invest in for 2022. And look, 2021 is behind us. We have a new slate. We are going to be talking about 5 awesome stocks that not only have great fundamentals, they've got a great fundamental picture, but more importantly, a lot of them are attracting big money. And that's what makes Map Signals super unique. Hey, I'm Luke Downey. I'm co-founder of MapSignals.com. We don't follow the news, we follow the big money. And that's because it can alert you to some amazing stocks. But we don't just look at big money alone. We also look under the hood at the fundamentals. It allows us to hammer in on some of the best stocks out there. We're going to be covering those today, but first, we always want to look under the hood, measure the temperature of the market, and to do that, we got to hop into our portal. So now that we're in the portal, I'm looking at my favorite indicator, and that is the Big Money Index. It's how I start every single morning, and it's very simple. It just follows the big money. So if big money is coming out of stocks, the index is going lower. If big money is going into stocks, it's starting to rally. Now, as you can notice, there is this red area, that's the overbought area. We haven't been overbought since last February, so it's been a long time. And we also haven't been oversold. That's going back to the pandemic. You can see that back here if we stretch this out for 2 years. But let's look what's been going on recently that's more important. You can see that the Big Money Index was at a low. Literally, it got to levels we haven't seen since April of 2020. But since then, the Big Money Index has started to rally. Now, why is that? Well, we can look under the hood and also look at the buying and selling by day. Now, these are the signals that make up the Big Money Index. And so when selling is big, the Big Money Index falls. But typically, we get these sell days that tend to line up with the market trough. And that's exactly what happened on December 20th. Then selling literally vanished. All the bears went away. All the bear suits came off. And you see the market started to rally. And when I mean rally, things went higher. And so again, as we look under the hood, it's very bullish compared to what it was last time I made a video. Things are looking a lot better. Now that we know that things are getting a little bit stronger under the market, it is time to start using that hammer and looking for 5 of the best opportunities I see for 2022. So the number 1 stock is high flyer Shopify. And oh my goodness, has this been a monster stock over the years. This chart right here is looking at the big money buy signals over the past year. And you can see it's been chop city with a lot of growth stocks, right? There's just been a lot of rotations. But usually what do you see when there's big selling that hit great stocks? They tend to rally. And I believe Shopify is going to fire a sell signal soon. And why am I bullish on the company? It's because you can look historically at these blue bars. Now, what are these blue bars? This is the times that Shopify, or any stock for that matter, have been a top 20 stock for us. And that just means it got big money and it's got phenomenal fundamentals. So whenever you see blue start and then more blue, that is a stairway to heaven. Great companies tend to have a lot of blue signals. Shopify has that. So this current pullback, I believe, is a buying opportunity for the long-term minded investor. Let's go ahead and look under the hood real quick. We can see that it's a $1,215 stock. Market cap's $150 billion. It's a big company. Over 1 month, it's down 15%. The recent big money, right? It was 2 buys, but that was a while back. I think we're going to get a sell signal. I think that's bullish for a great high quality company. You can see that it was a recent top 20 name, which is very bullish. And if you keep looking under the hood, 3-year earnings growth has suffered. They've been reinvesting in their company though, which I think is very, very bullish. That's what you want in a company. Their 3-year revenue growth is 64%. We put it all together. The big money loves it. Revenue growth, high flyer, on its knees. Hammer that one home. Shopify is a great company. Let's go ahead and do number 2. It is none other than Align Technology. Now, they are all about braces, the invisible braces. You know, you see that plastic straightening people's teeth. I know I'm seeing it everywhere that I go. Well, they have dominated that industry. On a 1-year basis, you do notice that the company has been relatively choppy. That's because of all of the growth rotations that we saw last year. The latest data was selling in this company, but let's look at the blue. Do you see a lot of blue? That is what I see. That is not a company that you want to bet against. I mean, that is dozens and dozens of times that this stock was highly rated. And you can see why by looking under the hood. All right, it's a $620 stock. I remember when this thing was 50 bucks, believe it or not, right around here. Can't believe where it is, but that's what great stocks do. They keep going. Market cap is right around 50 billion. For 1 month, it's down 3%. It had 2 sell signals, right? Recent top 20s, oh, you bet. It constantly shows up on that report. And why is that? It's because it's got 3-year earnings growth of 88%. Let me say that again, 88%. Wow. 3-year revenue growth is just under 20%. You can hear it. That is all I gotta say. Let's get to number 3. It's Lowe's company. This is a different profile of a stock. This is one of these dividend growth companies, do it yourself. If you're buying appliances, anything around the house, you want to fix something up, which is what a lot of people did during the pandemic, you went to Lowe's and the stock got rewarded. There's a lot of green that has gone into the company over the past year. But let's go ahead and look at the blue signals. And look, we have some back-tested data going back to 1990. Look at all of the blue. I mean, holy moly. That's all that I need to know. Let's look under the hood at why the big money keeps flowing into Lowe's. You can see, let's do a couple little recaps here of the data. It's a $260 stock. The market cap's $175 billion. For 1 month, it's up 3.2%. 11 big money buys, right? No selling recently. Has it been a top 20? Yes, it has. What's special about it? Oh, I don't know. 3-year earnings growth rate of 35%. 3-year revenue growth rate of 10% of a company this size? I got to do it. Great stock for 2022, I believe. Let's go to number 4. This one has a chart that looks like death, but whenever we look under the hood, you're going to see that this is a quality company. So PayPal Holdings, full disclosure, I own this one in personal and managed accounts. I have for a number of years. It has been under immense pressure. You can see all of the selling, and they dominate the payment space. If you want to send money to people, you might use Venmo, you might use PayPal. You want to buy something online, you're probably using PayPal. I know I've had a PayPal account for years. Let's look under the hood a little bit more, and wowzers, lots of blue. Every time it sells off, you see a little bit of blue. We got a little sell off here. I think there's going to be some blue in the future. But let's see why the big money gravitates to PayPal. So share price, $189. Can't believe that. I mean, this is just a steep pullback. The market cap is $222 billion. 1 month, it's up 2.5%. 20 sell signals recently. That is just unprecedented. Looks like somebody was blowing out of this stock. Recent top 20s, yes. 3-year earnings growth rate, 18%. 3-year revenue growth rate, 36%. When it's down on its knees with fundamentals like that, it's going to get the hammer. I think that stock has somewhere to be. I think it's going to be higher in 2022. Let's get to number 5 and round it out. And this is none other than the Ford Motor Company. Full disclosure, I own this one in personal accounts. Look at that chart. You know what Ford Motor Company does. They make cars, right? Yes, but why does Wall Street love them? It's because they are going big into electric vehicles. They have been transitioning everything towards that, and Wall Street loves EVs right now. And you can see this stock has gone up well north of 100% over the past year. But let's look under the hood and look at those top 20 signals. You can see it did not have many of those appearances over the past few years. Why is that? That is because big transition, the stock was just being left in the dust, basically, as Tesla was, gaining market share, all of that stuff. Ford is starting to change its tune. You go back even further. Ford used to be a big money dominator, and you can see that with all of the blue. I think Ford, one day in the future, is going to resume this blue report. It's not where it's been, it's where it's going. Let's finally look under the hood for Ford. Share price, last I checked, was $24.50. It's about a $100 billion market cap. It's up 27.5% over the past month, if you can believe that. Holy. Recent big money, 16 over the past couple of months, no selling. It has not been a top 20, but again, I think that narrative is changing for Ford. If we look back at the 3-year earnings growth, it is negative in a huge way. 3-year revenue growth rate is down 6%, but again, don't look back, look forward. I think Ford is going to go places in 2022. I am going to mash the hammer one last time. Now let's go ahead and finalize everything. You can see that the top 5 picks are Shopify, Align Technology, Lowe's, PayPal, and Ford. So everybody, those are your top 5 stocks that I believe are going to do well in 2022. Remember, none of this is personalized advice. I'm here to entertain you and also make you a better investor. So what are the main takeaways? Always look for companies with great fundamentals, and most importantly, always respect the big money. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.
Yeah.